Hi there, this is Loy Hamwi. I'm your mentor for Data Analytics Nano Degree Program. It's an honor to be part of your journey. This is going to be super fun. I'm so excited to start this journey with you. Little bit about me. I'm working as Learning Management System and Data Specialist at Saudi Electronic University. I have developed analytics dashboard, reporting services, and some predictive models. I like sport, especially football. I'm very interested to build the predictive models of match scores to predict the scores. I have participated in Big Data Hackathon in Saudi Arabia to predict the result and the scores of Saudi Pro League. Everything was developed using Python programming language, and it was a great experience to me. I'm here to help you, to support you, to overcome the struggles, achieve your goals by providing the advice and the material, the links, the information, the tips. So don't worry, I'm here to help you, to support you. I know you will face some struggles in the project, but I believe you can continue your way toward your goals if you study the materials very well and participate in the discussions with me and with your classmates. So let's get started to the first topic. Today we will talk about data wrangling steps. Data wrangling is the process of gathering data, assessing its quality and structure, cleaning the data before do things like analysis, building predictive models, visualization, whatever. Keep in consideration that data wrangling is core skill that you have to be familiar with. You have to know it very well. Why? Because the majority or much of world's data is not clean. Actually, we have many tools, many ways to work with data. You can use Microsoft Excel or text editors or environment like Alteryx, which is powerful tool to work with the data. Or you can use a programming language such as R or Python or any programming language you are familiar with. This is very important for you in the future. In this lesson, we will use Python programming language as example to work on it. First step of data wrangling is data gathering. Depending on the format of data and the source of data, the gathering steps will vary. We can gather the data from internet by downloading CSV file or any type, any file format, or by scrubbing HTML page, or by inquiry API, which stands for Application Programming Interface. In the upcoming project, we will deal with API, Twitter API in details using Python programming language. After getting the data as file or whatever, we will import this data into programming environments such as Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook is a great web application that allows you to combine text, math editors, visualization, code, all in one shareable documents. Now the second step of data wrangling is data assessing. We will assess the data structure, quality issues, and trying to identify the issues in details. We have two types of assessment. We have visual assessment by scroll the data and programmatic assessment. Visual assessment is a good way using Microsoft Excel or text editors or any tools, but keep in consideration this way is good if you have small data set. You can identify the quality issues and the structure issues. But if you have big data set, thousands of records, hundreds of columns, in this case it's so difficult for you to use visual assessment. So the preferred way is to use programmatic assessment by using Python. We will talk about this. We have many examples about the issues. For example, maybe if we have data set you will find that some columns don't have a description or descriptive names, and some columns have missing values. Maybe we have inconsistent of values representation. So we have many issues we can discover after explanation these steps. So let's move to the next step, which is clean data. After finished clean data, we will talk about in details. We will have a real example about data wrangling with real data. The last step of data wrangling is data cleaning. We will use pandas data frame, which is part of Python programming language, to clean the tidiness and the quality issues of data set. Here we have three main steps. Number one, define, by converting the assessment into defined cleaning task. Number two is coding, by converting the definitions to code. Number three is test, by testing the data after coding. So we have three main steps to get the cleaned data set. Now, after finish the steps of data wrangling, let's move to the last part in our lesson today, which is real example about real data set. Now let's start with real example about data wrangling process. I have downloaded the Armenian online job posting from the internet. Then we can start with this data set. For sure, this data set contains a lot of tidiness and quality issues. We will work on one quality issues as real example or as a practice. So let's start it. The first step is importing the required libraries. Now what we need here in our situation is only pandas the library. How to do this? By typing this command pandas as pd. Run. That's correct. So the next step is by reading this data into a data frame. This will be done by using command is read underscore CSV df, which is the data frame, pd dot read underscore CSV, and the parameter is the name of file, which is online job postings.csv. Run. That's correct. The next step after gathering the data, we have the assessing data. We can assess data as we talked before, visually or by using the code, which is a programmatic assessment. How to do this visually? By using the command, which is the name of data frame df. Click. We will get all of the records, but as you see here, we have here thousands of data frames, thousands of rows. It's so difficult to do the assessment visually, and also as you see here, it's not allowed for you to read more information about the data after the row 29. You cannot. And also if we go scroll above, you will see here we have hidden columns. So it's not recommended to use assessment visually to assess data. So let's move to the second type of assessment, which is programmatic. How to do this? By using this command, for example, df.info, then run. I see here we have some of columns has non-descriptive title. For example, application B, and this should be application procedure. And also we have here about C, it's about company. So we have identified one quality issues. We have non-descriptive columns. For sure, if you look at the data and the data set, you will get more quality and tidiness issues, but we will stick with these quality issues as practice. Now the third step of data wrangling, which is cleaning. Cleaning, we have three phases or three steps. Number one, define the issues or the problem here, and how to solve it. Now here we have to select all non-descriptive columns and rename the title of these columns. The second step is coding, by converting the definitions to code. How to do this? By using the function .rename. But before do anything on the original data frame, it's recommended to copy this data frame into new data frame and working on the copied data frame. How to do this? By using this command df_clean, this is the name of new data frame, equal df.copy. Run. df_clean, run. Yes, the original data frame is copied to a new data frame. Now what we have to do is to rename the columns of with non-descriptive columns to descriptive title. How to do this? By using this command .rename, and the parameter is the columns. As you see here, application B is the name of is the old title of application B column. Application procedure, this is the new name, and so on for about C and other non-descriptive. Then run. How to test this? By typing df_clean.info. That's great. As you see here, now we have columns with descriptive information. Now we have application procedure, about company, all of these quality issues is resolved now. For sure, as I mentioned before, here you have many quality and fitness issues. We can work on this in the next lesson. Now, this is the end of this conversation or class. I'm so happy to be with you, and I'm sure we will work together to achieve your goals. Thank you so much for listening and for participation in this class. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.